Hi, I'm Tonya Morgan. Welcome back to part 2 of time management. So in the first part, just a quick recap, we talked about figuring out a goal and writing it down to where in one paragraph or 2 paragraphs where you can read that and refer back to it often, at least once a week, to where you read it within 1 minute. So hopefully you've taken those steps and you've written down your goal or more than one goal. That's great. And one paragraph or so where you can read it in 1 minute. So where do you go from here? Now, how do I get that goal once I've written it down and I can refer back to it? So the reason why we had you write down one goal, one big goal that you want to reach, is because it has to be measurable and it has to be important to you. It doesn't matter what your best friend is doing or what their goals are, or they want to lose so much weight, or they want to build their team, or they want to have this kind of family, or they want to get married within a year, whatever that is. You have to figure out what's most important to you. So now you've written that down. Now, how do I meet that goal? So what's going to happen is every week you're going to have demands put on you. You're going to have your kid's soccer game. You're going to have your husband needs this, or my best friend needs this, or my business is sending me on this trip to go over here, whatever it is. There's always going to be an excuse to distract you from reaching that goal. So for you to reach that goal, you've determined what's most important for you. What you have to do is once a week I try to do this every Sunday night at the beginning of my week, is you reread that goal and you figure out what is one action plan that I'm not doing, that if I were to do that one thing this week, it will get me one step closer to that goal. So for an example, if I want to lose 5 pounds, okay, what's one thing I can do that I'm not doing that if I did it this week, I'll lose a pound, or it'll get me one step closer. So it might be, okay, I'm not going to eat a candy bar every day. I'm not going to whatever. I'm going to exercise on Tuesday. It doesn't have to be this long, elaborate plan, okay? We're talking about write down one thing, because right now you're not doing anything moving towards that goal, we're assuming. So you're going to write down one thing, and then the second part of that is you're going to plan it in your week, okay? So right now, look at your 1 minute goal that you wrote down and think about what is one thing I can do this week, and then write that down. What's my one step? Okay, another example would be maybe I need to work on my friendship. I need to make friends. I need to build my team. I need to add one person to my team this week. Okay, here's an action plan. I'm going to call 10 people this week so I can add one person, because it's going to take a lot of no's to get to a yes. So you're going to write down 10 people's names, and then in your week, in your calendar, you're going to figure out, where can I make a phone call? Where can I text? And then you're going to schedule that, put that time, a definite time down that you're going to do that. So if it's losing weight, if it's calling somebody, if it's, okay, I have a friend that lost a husband or lost a friend or whatever, I'm going to call that person. You actually schedule that into your week. So what we're doing is we're going to start building habits of scheduling what's most important to me. Okay. So building my team is most important because I wrote down a goal. I want to be out of debt. I need to make $30,000, whatever, in the next year. In order for me to do that, I have to take these steps to get there. But it can't be theoretical. It can't be where you just, okay, I'm going to earn this money, I'm going to add somebody to the team. No, you have to write it down. You have to schedule it and be purposeful. And then when that time comes in your week, here's your last action step for this time. When that time comes up, when you put it in your calendar, when you put it where you get an alert on your phone or however you do it, and that comes up, you have to say yes to that. You have to stop whatever you're doing and make that phone call or make that text to that person or text 5 people in the next 30 minutes. Whatever time you blocked out, you have to say yes, because that's you've already determined that's what's most important to you. So you have to say yes to that in the moment. You can't say, oh, I don't have time for that right now. I got to turn that off. I got this happening, because then you'll never go back to it. Okay. I've done that millions of times. And then what happens? That goal gets put on the back burner and I'm never reaching my goals. So your action steps were write down your goal, 1 minute where you can read it, and then figure out one thing that you can do this week to start moving towards that goal, and schedule it in your time somewhere that you know you can do it, and then say yes to it when it's that time to do it. Okay. And then you just keep repeating that week to week to week. Next week, you're going to write down, what's the next step? Is it another 10 people? Whatever it is, write that down. And then you're moving towards that goal. And then you're going to find satisfaction because I'm starting to get there. I added someone to my team. I made an extra $100, whatever it is. Okay. Thanks for listening.